Wow, thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. Yeah. Woo. You that said woo. Woo. I'm Patterson, and it's good to be home.
Yeah!
Takes me a minute. Fortunately, I'm playing tonight's show in the most comfortable chair for me. There was much rejoicing. Let the spirits do the talking before rays of fading light. I rode across the desert, so the mountain range of dawn, with the thunder rumbles echo, so the rocks that gods are made from. We drove across the wastelands till we finally reached the sea. And I wonder how life's so sturdy could just one day cease to be. I don't want to wonder the things beyond control. Just step into the darkness and I feel the highway roll. Feel the highway roll. Darkness comes today. Let our sorrows, pains, and angers, and we turn it into play. It's no time to dwell upon it. This is life that we chose, that made it all worth living. It's the sorrows that life throws. Recently departed me, the sun says, so the well and ones are left behind. Never take the color used to see your sadness through. Some of your wrath and say goodbye, say goodbye. Say goodbye. There's a white owl out my window, soft lit and fading light, and there's one through the clouds, watching running through the night. And in my dreams I still can see him flying through a western sky. And I think about Grand Canyon, and I lift my glass and smile. I lift my glass and smile. I wrote this song on my couch on Wills Avenue in North Florence in summer of 1990. Lookout Mountain, no more for my soul to keep. I wonder who would drive my car. I wonder if my mom will weep. Myself off Lookout Mountain, no more pain my soul to bear. No more worries about paying taxes, what to eat, what to wear. Who would end up with my records? Who would end up with my tapes? Who's gonna pay my credit card bills? Who's gonna pay for my mistakes? If I throw myself off Lookout Mountain, who would ever hear my songs? Who's gonna know the cemetery when all of my family's gone? Who will mom and daddy find to come and use the family name? Who's gonna stand there taking credit? Who's gonna let your passing blame? time ever tried to write a children's song. If I remember correctly, I was sitting out at Wildwood Park, and y'all know where that is. That's a creepy place. I always loved that. And, I think I wrote part of the song there and finished it later, but it's real old, and it was way before I had kids, which probably explains a lot about my failed attempt at writing my first children's song. When they thaw out Uncle Disney, gonna be some changes made. Pointing fingers, asking questions, about 50 years of decisions made. When they thaw out Uncle Disney, all us two's gonna be just fine. America's just a giant theme park. Put on them mouse ears and get in line. When they thaw out Uncle Disney, boy, won't he be surprised. Cartoon cures for all our cancers, thunderclouds in the Florida skies. Thaw out Uncle Disney, you'll be coming back to me to stay. I'll be waiting for you to call me. Roll them credits and the music fades. When they thaw out Uncle Disney, his a roll, I'm afraid. Someone will be held accounted. 50 years of decisions. 50 years of decisions. How are y'all doing?
Yeah.
Man, it's so good to be here. Let's do a raucous one. This is, I wrote this song when he was still alive after the car wreck that almost killed him, probably about a decade or so before he actually left us. But being here just a block away from the Peanut Montgomery building, that all hit song. This is the George Jones Talking Cell Phone Blues. He was talking on that cell phone, driving your Mercedes way too fast. All of a sudden there was just dial tone. You hit the balance on the overpass, and your whole life passed before you in the old days George Jones. Better leave that cell phone alone. Don't be talking as you try to get back home. If you don't change your ways, my friend, you'll be singing duets with Tammy again. Foot down heavy on the pedal, talking to your daughter in the car. All of a sudden just twisted metal, another dead genius country star. Better get your shit together, everything's been torn in two. Good thing your liver's made of leather, else we'd all be mourning the likes of you, George Jones. Better leave that cell phone alone. Don't be talking as you try to get back home. If you don't change your ways, my friend, you'll be singing duets with Tammy again. And I heard it on the TV, I almost stopped loving her today. Better stay not riding lawnmower if you're gonna keep on keeping on that way, George Jones. Better leave that cell phone alone. Don't be talking as you try to get back home. If you don't change your ways, my friend, George Jones.
Yeah.
Y'all want to hear a new song? I had made a new solo record. The last time I put out a solo record was 2012, and but I got one coming out next year, and I just finished it. And Greg Calvi up at Sterling mastered it, and I got my masters back while I was waiting for my delayed flight to get me back south to be here. So I'm really proud of it, and it's coming out, and we'll be talking about that more later. But I'll do a song from that. But I'm gonna talk for a minute first. So when I was a little kid, well, first off, this record, a lot of it's like set in kind of like the era of my childhood and maybe through my teenage years. But this song is probably younger, and yet somehow it still seems relevant in my life because I was like the world's biggest Pinocchio kid, and I had this theory about like artists in general, but especially like movie directors, because I'm like a movie geek, and about movie directors that like at least the male ones, because I think this really does not apply at all, and is to the amazing female directors coming out right now. I had this theory a long time ago, but let's just say in this theory, there's basically Pinocchio directors and Peter Pan directors. And where they fuck up is when the Peter Pan directors try to direct a Pinocchio movie or vice versa. It never works. And, Steven Spielberg would be the ultimate Peter Pan director. And Peter Pan's dark, but it feels happy. And for Neverland, it's actually pretty dark. Slavery and all kinds of terrible shit in Neverland. Not even getting into the whole kid shit. But it seems so lovely. And everybody has a British accent. Pinocchio's is fucking grim from start to finish, man. I mean, like, his best friend's a goddamn cricket. He wants to be a real boy. Like, that don't suck. Stanley Kubrick is the ultimate Pinocchio director. I'm a big Stanley Kubrick fan. And I love Pinocchio. And when I was a kid, I was obsessed with it. So I had every imaginable Pinocchio paraphernalia that they made in 1971 and 1972. And I still have my piggy bank, and it's plastic, and it's like a little bigger than my head, and it's Pinocchio's head, and it's awesome. And I had it in my music room on top of my records. And when I started having kids, they were fucking terrified of it. They wouldn't go in that room, and it was like a long time before we found out why they would not go in that room. They didn't like that disembobulated Pinocchio head on the record. So I traumatized my kids, y'all, with my Pinocchio head. So this is a song about that. And I gotta have a cheat sheet, so y'all forgive me, but I know it, but it's still new and I'm still learning. This song's called Pinocchio. Life's a hard lesson that keeps piling on. Trying to learn which star to wish upon. Wish upon a star like Geppetto did. Turn this block of wood into a well-formed kid. Trying to figure out like a sad detective. Pushing out thoughts like your brain's defective. Pushing out words from my ill-formed mouth. Trying to see the light when the sun goes out. Trying to see the light like a run-green song. Standing in the darkness trying to sing along. Raise your voice to heaven so our friends can hear. Sing a little softer just to pull them near. Life's a hard lesson, but it's always teaching. Arms aren't long enough, but I'm always reaching. Reaching for a line that can save my soul. Spending all my favors just to pay my toll. Pay my toll. Getting kinda old. Searching for the truth. Pinocchio. It's a well of the tale with so many miles to go. But I get a little closer each day to my long-term goal. Trying to get a grip on my constant bitching. Heaven is a house with a modern kitchen. Heaven is the pace of a slow news day. Closer look at someone with a lot to say. Closer look at someone in the morning's light. Yellow sunglasses keep my mood just right. Devils in the details, they will see us through. Till my blue fairy makes my dreams come true. I've learned heaven ain't pleasure island. More to keeping love than us keeping on smiling. Truth can hurt a lot, but a lie destroys. Deep inside of every man is a real life boy. Thank you. There's a fit about to get thrown if we get the van out of the ditch before morning. Ain't nobody gotta know about what I done, and I never hear a single word you say when you tell me not to have my fun. It's the same old shit that I ain't gonna take off anyone. And I don't need to be forgiven by them people in the neighborhood. When we first hooked up, you looked me in the eye. You said, "Oh, we just ain't no good." We were heathens in their eyes at the time. I guess I'm just a heathen still, and I never have repented for the wrongs you say I've done what I did. Was a difficult delivery. Now it's growing up mean and strong. When you tell me that it's getting just a little bit tight, ain't the first time I've been outgrown. And I'm gonna push a little harder. She ain't ref till the rods are thrown. I'll walk away. And I don't need to be forsaken by you or anybody else. And I never had a shortage of people trying to warn me of the dangers I put to myself. Heathens. These times can take their toll sometimes, and I know you feel the same way too. It just gets so hard to keep between the ditches when the roads wind the way they do. Y'all know my good friend Tim, don't you? Tim Basie. He's back in town. Place has got a gravity to it. People keep coming back. All right, sorry. man, I've always been a religious man, but I bet the banker and it felt like sin, he turned my bailout down. Banker man let into me, let into me, let into me. Banker man let into me, and he spread my name around. He thinks I ain't got a lick of sense, cause I talk slow, my money's spent. I ain't the type to hold that against, but he better stay off my farm. Well, my daddy's and a daddy before, and his daddy's before, and his daddy's before. 5 generations and an unlocked door and a loaded burger alarm. Lots of pictures of my pretty family, lots of pictures of my pretty family. Lots of pictures of a pretty family in the house where we was born. The house stood through 5 tornadoes, droughts, floods, and 5 tornadoes. Rather wrestle an alligator than to watch the banker scorn. He won't even look me in the eye, just makes me land and apologize. Pen and paper and a friendly smile, he said the deed is done. 70 years my daddy spent, 70 years my daddy spent, 70 years my daddy spending over what the banker done. Sweet tea, followed up with some banana pudding and a walk around the farm and show a view from a key town hill. Ask him how it feels to lose the last thing on earth that's real. I'd rather lose my legs and arms, bury his body in the old sinkhole. Just bury his body in the old sinkhole. Bury his body in the old sinkhole. 'Cause I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired of waiting around, waiting around, waiting around, waiting around, waiting around for it to trickle down, trickle down, trickle down, trickle down, trickle down. And damn if I wouldn't go to church on Sunday. Church on Sunday. Damn, who wouldn't go to church on Sunday and look the preacher in the eye? Drank some coffee while I waited at the station. Brought back souvenirs from every vacation. So don't look now, all your neuroses are showing. Tried to compliment her nose, but she could tell that mine was growing. Pollyanna does not live here. Pollyanna the bottom of her shoe. When she's through with me, I guess I'll follow through and wait for somebody to step to. Pollyanna does not live fear. Pollyanna does not live fear. Pollyanna has moved far, far away. Pollyanna has moved far, far away. That goes out to Mom. Can I do one more new one?
Yeah.
Another memory from my childhood. Another children's song that terrifies the children. This actually might be one of the darkest. It's about my godmother, and she was really sweet. And cold as those bells parked on the street, 10 miles to the gallon in red velvet seats. Since he's gone drive us anywhere and wants, she will run her errands and wash her clothes. There's money in the bank and can't touch it all, 'cause when she asks her brother, he don't return her call. She gives her allowance and time goes rolling by as another summer turns into fall, turns into fall. Turns into fall. Miss Colar's house needs another coat of paint. The yard needs cutting, the gutters clean, but it will have to wait. She says her air conditioner's poison in the skies. Birds keep dropping dead in her yard. And Colar never married and she lives alone. But then for Seaman, Shirley Temple dolls. Shirley Temple dolls from a childhood long ago, still locked in boxes in the closet. In the closet. Sometimes an ambulance pulls in the drive, men in white gloves at the door while she hid inside. Cowering in the closet, she'd leave bound and tied. Shock treatments to make the dead birds subside. Her brother's at the country club every night till late. Black men in tuxedos pour his bourbon straight. He's got the inheritance and paperwork estate. He's the sole executor of the estate, the cold iron estate. The cold iron estate. She asked for money, reminder of the times who made the birds fall from the skies, and the madness that implies lithium and tranquilizers, lithium and tranquilizers, tranquilizers. This cold iron's was built a Delta 88, so Marcia had a playground in the backseat. She couldn't drive, but Sissy took her everywhere, and then I would wait out in the parking lot. Clouds started forming at 5 o'clock p.m. The funnel clouds touched down 5 miles north of Russell. Sirens were blowing, clouds spat rain. As the thing came through, I swear it sounded like a train. It sucked him out the window. He ain't come home again. All she can remember is that it sounded like a train. Pieces of that truck stop litter up the highway, I've been told. I heard that missing trucker ended up in Kansas. Maybe it was abandoned me the night all the shit went down. A homecoming concert, the night the tornadoes hit my hometown. The few brave weather I guess y'all know this is a little bit of a lo-fi production over here. Next year, when I put out that record, I'm gonna figure out like a band to put together to do it, which is gonna be challenging because every song on the record is a totally different band, and it's a lot of crazy stuff happening, so gotta figure that out, but I'm going to. And, that can come back. My day job's over. You come in here too. All right. Oh yeah. When he reached the gates of heaven, he didn't understand. When his friends were coming over, or was it all a dream? Was it all a crazy dream? Saw them laying there before him. What were they doing there? Felt like home, it must be alright. Was it all a dream? Was it all a crazy dream? Memories replay before him, all the tiny moments of his life. Lying around in bed on Saturday morning, 2 daughters and a wife. 2 daughters and a beautiful wife. While on earth his friends come over, shocked and horrified. Dolls and flowers by the storefront, and everybody cried. Everybody cried and cried. Is there vengeance up in heaven, or are those things left behind? Maybe every day is Saturday morning, 2 daughters and a wife. 2 daughters and a beautiful wife. 2 daughters and a beautiful wife. 2 daughters and a beautiful wife. grass. Got a dog and a cat that don't fight too much. A few other channels to keep me in touch. Got a beautiful wife and 3 talented kids. A bunch of big secrets I'd kill to keep it. I don't know God, but I fear His wrath. I'm trying to stay focused on the righteous path. Got a bunch of big opinions and I hold dear. Got a whole lot of debt and a whole lot of fear. Got an itch of me scratching, but it feels alright. I need to blow it out in Sheffield tonight. I'm trying to stay focused as we drive down the road, like the ditches and the curves and the heavy load. Ain't worried about things that ain't in my grasp. We're trying to stay focused on the righteous path. Trying to stay focused on the righteous path. There's this friend of mine I've known all my life. Can't get it right, no matter how he tries. Got kids he ain't seen, a bunch of ex-wives, a list of bad intentions about 8 miles wide. Trouble with the bound and an IRS. They never get the money's anybody's guess. He's a long way off, but if he was to ask, you say I'm trying to stand on it. Trying to stay focused as we drive down the road, like back in high school before the heavy load. Now the brakes are thin and the coals are flat. We're trying to hold steady on the righteous path. Try to hold steady on the righteous path. And we're hanging out, and we're hanging on. We're doing the best we can to keep on keeping on. We got messed up minds for these messed up times, and it's a thin, thin line. Steady on the righteous path. I'm gonna stand up for a second. It's today August 1st? Second. So yesterday is the 39-year anniversary of me meeting Mike Cooley. That was the beginning of Adam's House Cat in August of 1985 through September 14th, 1991. When your band breaks up, you're supposed to quit playing together. We didn't get that memo. So we did a duo for about 2 years called Virgil Kane. And then we had another band briefly in Auburn we won't talk about. And then we had a big falling out and we didn't really really speak for a couple of years. And during that time, I moved to Athens, Georgia, and I came up with this plan that I wanted to play with him again. And I thought we needed, because I felt like what needed to happen, we needed to do it together. And so I lured him into my trap called Drive-By Truckers. That was 28 years ago, June 10th, 1996. And 3 days later, met a friend of mine's new girlfriend, who many years later became my wife, and we've been married 20 years. So I met my wife and joined my band in the same week. Crazy, man, crazy how shit, and yet shit happens so fast now in life that it's like, that still even doesn't seem freaky now. Anyway, thank y'all for being here. This is really fun. I want to do the very, very first song, the very, very first Drive-By Trucker song. And what we did is I saved up some money and I bought a day of studio time in Athens, Georgia. And I invited the people that I heard in my head for this imaginary band I wanted to do. And I literally had the name and everything. I just didn't really have a band. But and Cooley drove over, and we recorded 5 songs that day. The first one we cut was this one, and we put this and another song out as a 45 the following year, and that was our first release. And if you know the words, sing along. Bulldozers in dirt, bulldozers in dirt. What your mama got hidden up her shirt? I like to play and I like to work, but most of all I like bulldozers in dirt. I met your mama when I was 19. You couldn't have been any more than 3. She caught me stealing y'all's color TV. She called the cops and they arrested me. She was the wildest thing I'd ever seen. The way she pointed that shotgun at me, the police hauled my ass off to jail. Your mama signed the trailer to help make the bail. She picked me up and drove me home. Said I'll learn not to roam. Green, green grass under my feet, but all I can think about's the dirt underneath. Bulldozers and dirt, bulldozers and dirt. Behind the trailer, my dessert. And red clay piles are heaven on earth. I get my rocks off bulldozers and dirt. Off of my mind. And I lived with your mom for 11 years, through good times and bad times, fist fights and tears. But something comes over me when you come near. So won't you come over and sip on this beer? Bulldozers and dirt, bulldozers and dirt. Behind the trailer, my dessert. I don't mean no harm, I just like to flirt. But most of all, I like bulldozers and dirt. Bulldozers and dirt, bulldozers and dirt. Behind the trailer, my dessert. I don't mean no harm, I just like So my last attempt at writing a children's song before actually having children occurred about 2 weeks before our oldest was born. And I was terrified. I'd never had a kid before. And we were kind of off, but we had a show that night in Huntsville, and I was living in Athens, Georgia, and I wrote this song in the van on the way from Athens to Huntsville. And through my terror, the thing I kept telling myself is like, look, man, you're already old. I mean, my parents were teenagers, man. I was 40, and almost 41 when our firstborn was born, and my grandmother was 40 when I was born. I spent a lot of time with my grandmother in the early days, and she was awesome. And my great uncle, he was like 43, 44, 43 when I was born. Man, and it's like, they had it going on. It's like, I'll just be like the granddaddy dad. Awesome. Everybody loves granddaddy. It don't work that way. But I did get a song out of it. And, I do have to tell you one little aside though. I spent every weekend from the time I was a baby until I was like a teenager, and all of a sudden was more concerned with like going out and trying to steal beer and chasing girls. But before that, I spent every weekend at my great uncle's out on his farm and out in McGeetown, out towards Central, and it was beautiful, it was stunning, and it was a very idyllic place. And he would hide candy bars around for the kids to find. And I thought that was awesome. And so that made its way in the song. The song's called Granddaddy. One day when I'm a granddaddy, be the laziest son of a bitch you ever seen. We won't care if the kids are being bratty. We'll just walk around as if it's all a dream. If the whole world loses its mind, we'll be fine. Ride the roller coaster around the bend and back again. And if I live to be about 95, gonna sit on my porch and eat myself an apple. They say one a day helps keep the doctor away, and that's okay. But I ain't taking chances with my fate. Gonna rock you on my knees just in case. One day when I burn out or fade away, just like everything else in my life, I'll be running late. One day when I'm a granddaddy, I'll be sweet as pumpkin pie, wait and see. We'll have chocolate candies all around the house, so all the little ones will come and see me. We'll have chocolate candies all around the house, so all the little ones will come and see me. what my daddy said. And I was just 13 when they showed me the door. I keep their picture, but don't look at it no more. My first wife told me, you need to get a life. My second wife told me to get another wife. And I brought a bottle and the rent-a-car's wrapped around that tree. So come on, darling. If you want to be number 3. Sometimes I feel like shit. Sometimes that ain't half of it. Sometimes I'm so high, I'm scared to go to sleep. Sometimes I'm lower than the company I keep. And I get by holding up convenience stores. And I get by on liquor and Cooley's good looks. Thank God. I'm scared to death, y'all. Which one might run out first? Sometimes I feel
like shit.
Sometimes that ain't half of it. Sometimes I'm so high, I'm scared to go to sleep. Sometimes I'm lower than the company I keep. Oh yeah. I'm scared to close my eyes. Is that my ghost that I see in my fears? Or just my reflection in my mama's tears? Sometimes I feel like shit. So, amazes me to come back here and just to see how really all the great things that are starting to really blossom around here. And it's been a long, hard process. And when Cooley and I put together Adam's House Cat in 1985, we were literally just like the only band playing all our original music. And that did not make us popular. And then added on that, our natural sarcasm. And we were too young to have grown into any kind of charm, so it was just all sarcasm and just snotty-nosed assholery. And that didn't endear us to the locals in 1988. And we had like a big fight with this like club down in I don't remember 2nd Street, and wrote a really mean song about them, and called Buttholeville. And that didn't endear us to the Jimmy Johnson will whip my ass. He was so mad at me, and he was like mad at me for like over a decade. He was so mad. And now I come to town and there's like all this cool shit going on, and there's studios everywhere and bands that are kicking ass and great musicians, and it's just beautiful. And so anyway, I'm so glad to be here, and thank y'all for coming to see me and letting me do this thing. Thank you for So Adam's House Cat, there really wasn't a lot of places for us to play, but when Club 13 Michael Harris, a true gentleman, and I'm not sure, I don't know if he liked us or not, but he was nice to us, and he would always throw us a bone. He would give, we didn't pull enough people to really get taken seriously from a booking point of view, but he would throw us that Wednesday night or the opening slot for like a hair metal band, and that was always funny, and because we weren't that. And we were such assholes, so of course we like dressed in like spandex and just were just assholes. And, so I wrote a song about all that, and if any of y'all see Mike, tell him he's one of the good ones. So thank you. So this song's called "Welcome To." It's the number 2, like Prince, like a Prince song. Welcome to Club 13. The 13's in Roman numerals. They were classy. Let's try it out and then we'll take it. Let's see what I can do. I'll screw it up. Welcome to Club 13. All the usual suspects are acting weird. The bartenders can't be bothered, but we're all glad you're here. The door guy's got an attitude, the disco lights I've seen. The crowd is sometimes rude. Welcome to Club 13. Cat cover band, and Radio Tokyo playing Sweet Home Afghanistan. Welcome to Club 13. Penny beer and cheap cocaine, girls warmed up by tanning beds, orphans left out in the rain, siderunners and spandex. Parking lot is packed, everyone's waiting outside. Meanwhile, Adam's House Cat is the opening act. Train songs of people who died. Train songs of people who died. you all our pretty songs until they drag us out of here. Maybe we'll be horse farm drunk, maybe we'll laugh out obscene. Muscle shows just need some punk. Welcome to Club 13. Welcome to Club 13. Our glory days is done. Everyone needs a friend. Everyone needs a friend. When we pass this way again, gotta find our next of kin. We'll smell weed and gasoline. Welcome to Club 13. We'll smell weed and gasoline. Welcome to Club 13. That was a nice song from 1987. Me and my baby's on a runaway train, on a runaway train, on a runaway train. Runaway train, you and me, so damn glad it's a one-way ride. Time's running out, I'm steaming faster, non-stop joyride, no way back. Tell my mama I'm coming back home as soon as this train runs off its track. Me and my baby's on a runaway train. Me and my baby's on a runaway train, on a runaway train, on a runaway train. Be quiet, bitch, don't scream at me. Saving dirty looks for the undertake. Before too long, it'll all be gone. Drops of blood in your boiler, mate. Here we'll be in the TV news. The lives we live, lost in vain. Bought my ticket on a runaway train. I can't stand love, can't stand pain. We know flowers or sympathy. There's a big red stain on the bedroom wall. Me and my baby's on a runaway train. Me and my baby's on a runaway train. No more party nights with the TV set on. No more stinging fights on the telephone. No more screaming lies, no more phony all views. Cause I can't stand me, and I can't stand you. Runaway train, I can't stand the way you look when you look at me. Runaway train, I can't stand the sound of your voice when you talk to me. Runaway train, I can't stand feel your touch when you're touching me. Don't undone cause it's hard and fast. Massachusetts little broken body, broken cloud, broken engine, broken hearts, metal of a drive, broken people all around, broken train, broken me and my baby's on a runaway train. Me and my baby's on a runaway train. Runaway. Runaway, 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 wild fucking runaway train. So we put out a record in 2001 called Southern Rock Opera. We just put out a reissue of it. It came out officially today, and thank you. And it's when we made that record, we were like, it was this crazy idea we had. It gave us something to talk about in the van. I'll put it that way. We were on the road. We started, touring almost immediately, but like in 99, like January of 1999, we all just quit our jobs and just took off on the road, and we just were on the road for the next several years straight, and which did not make people happy at our homes that we were living in at the time. So we were all soon homeless, so we just toured even more. And rather than talk about how broke and miserable we were, we would talk about this crazy record we were going to make, where we were going to talk about growing up in the post-civil rights South in North Alabama, obsessed with arena rock, and going to every show we could, and drinking enormous quantities of beer, cheap beer, and smoking any bad weed we could get, and just the whole impact of the whole growing up in the later George Wallace days, but still living down the earlier George Wallace days, and what that does to your psyche, and especially if you're really kind of, think that a lot of that shit's really awful, and so you want to run from it, but you don't really want to run from home, because it's home, and there's beautiful shit here, it's lovely, and somehow along the way we coined a phrase about the duality of the Southern thing, and I don't know, we made this record, and now these years later, people still come see us play it. So we've been doing a Southern Rock Opera revisited tour, and it's been really fun this year, and we're going to do another leg of that this fall. And the record's out, and it's been remixed, and Greg Calby at Sterling mastered it. It sounds really pretty damn good, considering it was recorded on a really cheap videotape in a warehouse during a heat wave in downtown Birmingham. So this song's on it, and I alluded earlier to really pissing off Jimmy Johnson in the 80s, and him staying mad at me. He was he was family, and I didn't like that, him being mad at me. And so this song kind of examines the rock and roll feud, the supposed rock and roll feud between Neil Young and Ronnie Van Sant, and those Skinner guys were huge Neil Young fans, but they also wrote that song kind of pushing the buttons. But Neil Young heard the song and thought it was awesome and really liked it, and so he wrote Powderfinger for Skinner to do, but they had a plane crash instead, so they didn't get to. But for those of you who really know your rock and roll history, part of the reason Sweet Home Alabama got written was because Ronnie had a falling out with Jimmy Johnson in the early days, and Ronnie was very temperamental, and then he found out later that he had been wrong, and he felt bad about it. And so part of him writing Sweet Home Alabama with that last verse about our hometown was as a peace offering to Jimmy Johnson. So in a way, my song about Ronnie and Neil is also a peace offering to Jimmy Johnson. And it worked because he loved it. I knew it would. So this goes out to Jimmy and Roger and Barry and of course my dad, who's just the coolest man alive. Just show sound. Meanwhile in North Alabama, Aretha Franklin comes to town to record some sweet soul music. Get that muscle show sound. Rock star from Canada wrote a couple of great songs about the bad shit that went down. Southern man in Alabama certainly told some truth, but there's a lot of good folks down here, and Neil Young just wasn't around. Meanwhile in North Alabama, Leonard Skinner comes to town to record with Jimmy Johnson at Muscle Shoals Sound. And they met some real fine people, not a bunch of racist pieces of shit. They wrote a song about it, and that song became a hit. Ronnie and Neil, rock stars today, and half is real. Speaking of minds on how to feel, it's a guitarist class with Ronnie and Neil. All in a song. Skinner was a bunch of Neil Young fans, and Neil, he loved that song. So he wrote Powderfinger for Skinner to record. But oh, Ronnie ended up singing Sweet Home Alabama to the Lord. We sometimes people want to use our music in weddings. Obviously, you don't listen to the words. Oh man, it's called "Marry Me." You obviously do not listen to the words. But this is the one safe bet, and I've played it at a couple of weddings or so too. So, yeah. It's important to have a wedding song. Again, I want to thank y'all so much. This has really been fun. I want to send this out. I want to send this out to Tracy and Alan and some wonderful friends in my temple. When all your good days keep getting shorter, count on me. When you're about 20 cents shy of a quarter, count on me. When you just need a place to hide out for a while, we'll help you hide the bodies in a little while. I will bring you buckets of mercy and hold your hand when you're crossing the street. I'll bring a song if you want it. And if you woke up on the wrong side of the bed, call on me. If you're feeling that freight train running through your head, call on me. Yeah. If you just need a friend to talk to, maybe not talk at all, I will bring you buckets of mercy and put a smile back on your pretty face. Bring a shovel if you want it, and fix you breakfast in bed. I'm in love with a girl, finest girl in the world. Didn't know could feel this way. Think about you all the time, always on my mind. Didn't know could happen to me. All that a man can do is try. All that a man can do is try. I'm in love with a girl, finest girl in the world. I didn't know it could happen to me. And all that a man can do is try. All that a man can do is try. I'm in love with a girl, finest girl in the world. I didn't know it happened to me. Thank y'all so much. Good night.
May have to get your bar your video, pull the audio off your video for that fuck up.
Yeah, that's what I was